Alright, let's begin. Don't worry, Siegfried. Mr. Teddy knows what he's doing. Just look at me. Prepare the bird with lubricant, paying particular attention to the details. 2 cogs. I was right. That lubricant made the job a good sight easier. By my lights, I've done it. This little fellow will return to the skies in no time. What's this in his mail compartment? Bird was carrying a poem addressed to Tessica Lincoln. Bully for you, little fellow. I'll see about delivering the poem on your behalf. Come along, Otto. Let's go to and release the bird in the exact place we found him. That way he should be at least returned to his backup navigation pattern. Precisely. Now that he's in top shape, he'll be able to find his way back to the loyal office of the Royal Mail Service. Huzzah! Is that the right expression, Teddy? Huzzah. Huzzah indeed, my pal friend. Friend pal. Hello, kitty. Can you meow louder, please? What if I do this? Oh, get closer to the mic. Here you go. It's not coming through, kitty. Maybe if I talk at the same time, it will. Hello. I am a man with a kitty who's trying to make noise. Are you making noise, kitty? Never at the exact time I want you to. This isn't the right place. Sora Square, that's where I'm supposed to be. Oh, kitty, your hair's falling out. Is it shedding season already? Little furball. Alright, around here's where I found him. The broken window, that's where he crashed. Suppose launching him into the air is the way it's done. Here goes. Look at him go, Otto. On his way right back to the Royal Mail Service. He's in much better condition now. Yes, fly, Siegfried, fly! There he goes. Away over the rooftops. Goodbye, Siegfried. I think I need a module for leaking lubricant from my visual sensors. Man, lubricant's expensive. Don't you go leaking that. You're a man-bot, ain't you? Man-bots don't cry when everyone's looking. Tessica, how are you? I found something for you. Greetings. Care for your portrait painted? Perhaps, but I'd like to introduce myself first. I'm Teddy Redgrave, but you can call me Teddy. This here is Otto. Salutations. That's a fine automaton. Shiny brass plating would be a welcome challenge to render with a brush. The name's Tessica Lincoln. I paint portraits here in the square. Let's give her the love poem. Miss Lincoln, I intercepted this message addressed to you, quite by accident, of course. You don't say. Let me have a look. First surprise lights up her face, then delight, settling on a kind of beatific joy. The poet certainly seems to have made an impression. This poem is breathtaking, Teddy, and for such a dear, and you are such a dear for bringing this to me. I must go find Calvin Quill at once. Thanks again. Glad to have done my part. We did it. Got an achievement for that. What did we get? Is that the end of Broken Wings? I want to go watch them smooch. Ooh, here they are, Calvin and Tessica. I guess I have you to thank for delivering my poem to Tessica. She spoke highly of you. Did she? Well, I've been happy to help. London had more folks like you. My pleasure. Ah, that's so nice. I did think okay, hang on. What am I using the steam wrench for? Stolen steam. Dante had the right tool. Now we should head to the pump house, make a few tweaks to the distillery. Oh, right. Oh, this is huge. So, someone's been stealing the steam that's headed into the houses to heat them and using that to power a distillery under town. So, you know, the good and right thing to do is to go down there and mess with their operation, ruin the distillery, and restore heat to London. We're doing all sorts of good today. Old socks. Don't mind if I do. A trio of crusty old socks, but nothing more. Okay. Policeman and a containment fence. I'm on good terms with the police. Not sure why these mutton shunners are hanging around the containment zone, but I'd rather not draw their attention lest I can help it. Fair. Okay. Into the warehouse. The pump house is down here somewhere. The boiler. This boiler uses the flow of rainwater and sewage to generate steam. Ugh. Poo steam. Heating the walls and floors of the Sherlock tenements above. What's this? The boiler's hot, but the fixtures leading up to the ceiling are cool to the touch. Another set of shiny new pipes have been rigged up, leading off into different directions. The steam is being routed elsewhere. It's a good thing I'm looking into this. The folks above should have their heat with the winter on its way. Hey, Hera. Hello again. Can't be of service in some way. Come along, Otto. There's work to do. Affirmative. Yeah, so how do I fix this? To the pump house, make a few adjustments to the distillery. I mean, here I am. There's just nothing I can touch here. Let's go into the sewers a little deeper. Still nothing in this hideout. No cadaver. So that's good. Would this be the pump house? That says go to the pump house. Hi, Gramps. I'm here to stop by since you still have things to do. Good to see you, Seventh Bread. How are you doing? Yeah, nothing to do in here. And we fixed the crank handle. Guess this pump house is where we need to be. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Work's been weird, schedule's been janked up. I just woke up. Pretty busy these days since you're learning something new. What are you learning? Oh, a severed arm. Lovely. The secret distillery, okay. If I stop this apparatus from drawing steam, the tenements will get their heat back. Of course, if I leave it like that, any old busybody can switch it back over to the distillery. It's disgusting what that gangster thinks she can get away with. Time somebody gave her a black eye. Got a lot invested in my business relationship with Molly. She's off sending me contracts for one monster or another. I'm certain she'll know I was responsible. Let's see. What happens if well, you know what, we're just gonna close the valves leading to the distillery. There, Molly's distilling operation has been stopped, at least for now. You're learning a new language, learning Spanish. Oh, that's cool. I know a little Spanish. I took Spanish 1 like 8 years in a row, so I'm clearly... That's a scary lanky man over there. Control panel, do something. For one-eyed cove, the punt house captains have a knack for dials and gauges. When in working order, these systems function almost autonomously. Captain should only need to pop in and check every now and again. How do we get away from him? He is a scary lanky man, right? I'm guessing you haven't finished the mystery of the murder? Nah, the last victim we did, showed that it wasn't probably a werewolf murder. It was staged to look like one. Really? You had a few hours of learning? Mostly just a few words and basic sentences? I see. Oh, thank God it's you, Mr. Redgrave. Heard some thumping and banging back here. I feared the worst. That's all we seem to get down here. I'm glad to put you at your ease. There's something I'd forgotten to do in the pump house, but that's all taken care of now. Right. Good day to you then. Wow, that guy was terrifying. Let's go grab a severed arm. Human arm, surely torn off by Sucker Jones in one of his rages. You'd think we dealt with him or there'd be more victims. So this is the continuation then? Good luck with the mystery? Yeah, thank you. It's going pretty well. I think we're in chapter 10 now, out of 18. I am uploading the whole thing to YouTube, so if you want to watch the full story, it's available. Alright, Gramps, you'll be going now? Alright, take it easy, man. Have fun learning Spanish. Or, tenga muy divertidas? I don't know. That's only 18 chapters? That's a lot. Well, each chapter has been about an hour or so. So it's like a 20-hour game, give or take. Not bad for a story game, but sure, Gramps, you'll get it on your watch list to bin watch. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. You definitely don't have to. The goal is to make a giant library of games that I have played so that anybody can watch whatever they want at any given time. Alright. We need to go talk to Molly now. More games. I like story games too. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. We're looking into playing Octopath Traveler 2 sometime. I played the first one. That was a really good story game. I think we're going to start that pretty soon. If you want something a little more lighthearted than, Jack the Ripper-esque murder mysteries. You read some fantasy adventure, story-based games? Nice. Do you ever play Disco Elysium? There's one small item I want to discuss before we talk about your contract. You sabotaged my gin distillery. Go on. I've been waiting all day to hear this one. It was like 10 minutes ago. It was an illegal operation and I stopped it. I'm not going to apologize for that. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. You needn't apologize, but you will pay for it, however. I'll save your punishment for later. It looks like it takes her great effort to retrack her train of thought. Notably, she seems resentful for it. You haven't? Might search for it later? Yeah. Like, I heard this game was another like Disco Elysium, but I still hear Disco Elysium was better. Though you mostly pay text-based games on mobile since it's easy to pick up anywhere? Yeah, fair. Do you know any good ones? Or have any recommendations? I can't tell if she resents me or herself more, losing her composure in the first place. So, Mr. Redgrave, how's hunting? What's my best? Impulse over ingenuity. Not bad. Be a damn sight better if my targets would hold still. You hear about the job, no doubt. It's a werewolf hunt. That's a specialty of yours, yeah? Standard job, standard rate. Something about her posture that suggests there's more to it. As you know, I often host gambling events in the basement of the tavern. Pit fighting, of all kinds. You want a werewolf brought here in good shape for a pit fight? That's right. So don't rough him up or let him transform before he arrives. Pit fights are brutal enough, but to bring a werewolf into it invites a massacre. I shudder to think of the outcome. A live capture and delivery is hardly a standard job. What if he transforms before I can restrain him? Not really, most of them are the same. That's why that's why I just like to watch some gameplay anyway. The last story puzzle games you played was about Sherlock Holmes on the PlayStation 3. The last big story puzzle game you played. Fair enough. There's somebody I follow on Steam, Eru Vaneth. She plays a lot of puzzle games. You might want to check her out if you get bored sometime. She was playing this fun one. It looked like a language deciphering game. It might be up your alley since you like puzzles and deciphering. Eru Vaneth. Let me type it out for you. I've done a little bit of collab work with her, not much. Sorry, I never had my stream manager open. I believe that's how you spell it. But yeah, she's my go-to for puzzle games at the moment. You do love codes and guessing. It looked like a good game she was playing. I just can't remember the names, the name of the game itself. I've arranged a powerful tranquilizer. Using that, an experienced hunter like yourself shouldn't have to break a sweat. I'll need a heavy dose, and it has to be... Well, hang on. What's my analysis at? Oh yeah, my analysis is through the roof. I'll need a heavy dose, and it has to be of high quality. You expect me to pay for it out of pocket? Thought of that too. Just go to the apothecary and have Gordon charge it to my account. Alright. Who's the lucky contestant? That'll be Sykes. He's hiding out from the coppers who want him for questioning on the courtesan killer murders. But if they get to him first, they'll rough him up and he won't be of any use to me. When it comes to coppers, it pays to see it their way first, then shift from the perspective. Up against the coppers, eh? Then I say bring it on. I gained the iconoclast trait. We'll now be able to select that dialogue option. Nice. Searching for a police suspect isn't a crime. Dolores at the laundry has a second-hand police uniform. Dwarf size, in fact. Ah, Dolores. I'm sure she'll make me jump through some hoops to get it. You're running the bobbies, that uniform will help. Offer to sing the Fields of Atherny for Dolores, and she'll give it up for nothing. Although if I'm caught out, it could mean a drubbing. Those blue banders are awfully proud of their vines. Which is odd considering the complete lack of fashion sense. Take this too. If the bobbies really pin you down and there's no way out, just hand it over. It's only for emergencies, mind. I'd prefer you didn't have to use it. Molly's envelope. How am I supposed to find this Sykes fellow? Here you are, Redgrave, spoiled for choice. Ask at the Rose, the pet broker at Source Square, and that centaur fellow who's often in the square as well. Spoiled isn't the word I would have chosen. Why the pet broker? Alright, you're going to be going to finish the things that you do now. Good luck with the stream and have fun, Gramps. Anytime, and thank you for stopping by. Sir Willard sees a lot of action in Sora Square, and when he's not harping about his chipmunks and otters, he's a regular in the gambling dens as well. Sykes is known to round out his vices at the tables. About that centaur. I don't remember the chap's name, but he's often loitering around Sora Square. He's been nosing around in police business, and rumor has it he's taken interest in the same crime they want Sykes for. Oh, you're talking about Yves, Chalamet Duval. Alright, about Sykes' family. Is Mr. Sykes likely to have friends and family about, anyone he would kick up a fuss? Don't worry about allies, he's a loner for most of his ilk. Like most of his ilk. What's more, he's had a falling out with his employer, meaning his income is cut off. However bolt hole he's scuttled into won't be safe for long. What employer was that? Well, Lord Braxton, as it happens. Of Arsenal Engines? That's the one. I don't suppose you know him personally. I've met him, yeah. I actually installed a bit of Arsenal's cutting-edge hardware and auto here. The new upgrade is functioning as designed. Oh my, is that so? Well, just between us, Lord Braxton isn't adept at everything. For example, he lets his bodyguards have time off around every full moon. Not that I have proof, but I get the impression that Molly and Lord Braxton may be in business together. That's how I found out Sykes was a werewolf in the first place. Any road. Lord Braxton doesn't know it, and what with the heat from the bobbies, old Sykes is his back against the wall. She's certainly gleeful about it. So why the Velvet Rose? Because our Hirswit friend is a regular customer there. Place is like a merchant bank for the laboring man. Everyone goes straight there with their pay packet to make a deposit. Understood. Apothecary for tranquilizers, laundry for uniform, and half of London to ask about the runaway werewolf. Anything else? I'm delighted you asked. Your reputation for thoroughness is well earned. As for pit fights, a tussle with an actual werewolf naturally demands a worthy opponent. Who's the poor sod she has in mind? You'll earn a stiff bonus if you can enlist Atticus Daly for the bout. He's a hulking minotaur given to brooding. I'm certain you've seen him skulking about town. He's the chap with his own personal rain cloud that follows him wherever he goes. I don't know that he'll want to get involved in this. He will, if he knows what's good for him. Well, he's clearly up to something, and I can't say I care for it. Taking a dangerous werewolf off the streets is one thing, but I'm a monster hunter, not a kidnapper. Sounds like you want him forced to fight. That's not part of the deal. Who said anything about forced? I'm merely offering you a bonus if you can corral him willingly. If I see him, I promise to tell him about it. Can't promise results, though. Either way, I wouldn't want to be Atticus Daly right now. Goody! And you can take this advance for your troubles. You have my every confidence. Right then, Molly, I'll see you later on. Best of luck. Now scoot along, Tempest Fougette, etc. Whew. Whole lot of questionable things going on. I'm glad I sabotaged her distillery. And I'm starting to see why nobody wants to deal with her. Got all the cards. Lots of cards anyway. I got my favorite, Temperance. Temperance is my favorite tarot card. The Tower is my least favorite. I have reasons. Not really a reason for Temperance. I just kind of felt that it suited me. Molly's envelope only for emergencies. I wonder what that means. Calling in a favor with the police? Blackmail on the chief of police? Alright, hey. Burn Gray, did you ever give me those tranquilizers? Hey, do I have the tranquilizers? Gilded cube. Intricately golden metal. The cube seems to emanate with an eerie aura. Its surface adorned with intricate patterns. I'm curious about that cube. Keep what you've seen here in confidence. The coppers look the other way, but still, you never know. Ask for tranquilizers. Oh, well, in that case, I have a bundle right here. Enjoy. You got any brass polish? Thank you. Brass polish is about... Sorry. Green, thank you. Brass polish is bound to stain your floor, so you can't slap it on auto anywhere. I should head back in to the old pile of gears in my workshop and apply it. It's a nice quiet place, and it's already a mess. Alright, we're gonna say goodbye. Should we do the surgery? Alright, here's a couple of things I want to do. We're gonna go visit Nandy. See if she has some parts to sell me. I think I need a lubricant. I can't remember why. It just reminds me. It just feels like something I need for something else. The problem about playing this game like in more than like one sitting, it's hard to keep track of everything I'm trying to do. No, I don't need anything else, Miss Mombasso. Thank you. I think I've bought all the things I can buy from everyone I can buy from. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get that gilded cube into auto. Maybe that'll offset the secret consciousness that's been implanted into him with the determination core. Who knows, it might just save my life. Pile of gears. Any of these useful? Apply some brush polish to Otto. Alright, Otto, hold still for me. Be my guest. That's enough for... That's enough for now, Otto. You're spick and span. Maybe I'll need some more later. We'll see. But I was pretty thorough. I think you'll be nice and shiny for a good long while. I don't know. I don't mind the crap. It makes me look thinner. Right. What can I install on our resident automaton? A gilded cube? Believe me, I need some more gears if I'm to install this on Gato. Take your time finding those. That's what I need. Gears. I actually think I know where I might find some. Let's go to the Sacred Heart Orphanage. I've never been there. And I think I left some gears lying around for Teddy, just in case. Ooh, a broken automaton. Rusted and cast aside, this automaton isn't worth more than his weight in scrap metal. Our little Tin Willie, he was powerful once. A shame. I hate to see a machine fall in disrepair. Automatons are going straight to consumers nowadays. A lot of buyers don't bother to learn about maintenance. People will never learn. Oh. About how to take better care of automatons? Mr. Teddy, it's not true. People can always change, just like me when I get an upgrade. Otto has a point, but even still, there are certain people who can't be trusted with the proper care of technology. True. Let's see. Those horses probably aren't made of gears. Rooms for rent. Well, should January 1st arrive, I do have to vacate the workshop. I suppose I found an option. Yeah, we'll be dead by then. It's Victorian London. Now, I could have swore I left some gears just sitting around here. Ooh, a gyrokite. Gyrokite didn't quite stick the landing. Beyond repair to boot. Only thing I can do now is salvage whatever components it holds. Oh, what do we have here? A cogwheel cluster. Am I to answer that question, Mr. Teddy? Merely a rhetorical question, whereas this cogwheel cluster is a sight for sore eyes. To the workbench! You turn Otto into some kind of delightful flying machine. Man, I really don't have, I didn't leave anything here? I still kind of feel like I did. Let's walk inside. Better not go in. The residents have enough problems without strange dwarves stumbling in and making more. What would I find anyway? Secret blueprints for steam orphans? Steam orphans. Not a bad idea. Yeah, they are. I want to make steam orphans. Storfins, we can call them. Alright. Who could I buy gears from? Curiosity shop? Anslina. About werewolves. I don't suppose you have any books on lycanthropy. Poor woman can barely see. How would she know what she has? Books? Ah, anything worth knowing is worth learning from experience. My leg might disagree if it was around to argue. Everyone around here worrying about werewolves, but what do they even know about them? Half I hear says they're demons, the other half says they're rats. You know what they are? Wolves? I'd know more if you had a book on them. They're people. The same virtues, the same vices. Ma'am, I think you will find that werewolves have been known to commit many vicious acts of violence. Oh? What species doesn't? Humans? Dwarves? I've seen Varkle tenderly care for a baby and a dwarf. She opens her milky eyes wide, attempting to bring me into focus. Do terrible things. Most illuminating, ma'am. About your shop. What sort of things you have there? Oh, all sorts. I bring in anything that tickles my fancy. Let's see, rummaging around. She rummages around in some hidden place beneath the counter and hefts something that looks like a combination between a steam-powered drill and a harpoon. She flicks a switch and the drill spins noisily in her hands. Good God! The floor is vibrating. Is it construction equipment? This right here is an earwax remover. I'm told it even works on sea beasts. Most remarkable, ma'am. I think I'll browse your inventory for now. I'll let you know if I need help with anything. Huge variety of instruments here. I couldn't possibly guess the name of. Never had much inclination to music myself. Maybe they have a hurdy-gurdy? That probably has a few gears. I think I'm all geared out. I think I let all the other chumps pick him up and now I'm out of luck. Unless I actually talk to Atticus. But here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to go in for surgery. Because that's just a terrible idea, but, you know, that's the kind of idea I do.